All the choices you made, did you make them again, 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 again?
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be filming this look for you guys. I decided to do kind of like a sunset vibes kind of situation, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and I guess we'll get right into the video then. Right now we're going to start by taking a spoolie and brushing our brow hairs up into place. I already primed and prepped my face before the video, so we're just going to move in with the brows. And I'm going to be filling in my brows with black eyeshadow. I do this because I find that brow products tend to make my brows become greasy at some point, and this just leaves my brows matte throughout. So this is an eyeshadow that I got online on Wish. It doesn't really have much pigment to it, but it gets the job done with the brows, so I just use it specifically for my brows.
Choices you made, did you make them up?
Now we're doing so for the other brow. You want to follow the natural shape of your brow and just fill in. Generally I don't have sparse hair, so this works for me. I don't have to take too much product to my brows. I just have to fill in the little gaps to make sure everything looks seamless. Now we're going to go back in with that spoolie and we're going to blend our brow hairs with the products to make sure it sits properly in place. Now we're going to go in with our LA Girl concealer in the shade, I think it's Cool Tan. And we're going to make a line under our brows to conceal whatever mistakes, and yeah, we're going to apply the concealer to the bottom part of the brows, and then we're going to pull it down to avoid the buildup of product under the brows. It makes it easier to blend. So we're not going to be concealing our top part of the brow because I find that it gives you this undesirable halo look, and we're not going for that look. So we're only going to conceal the bottom part of our brows. Now we're going to do the same thing that we did to the other brow to this brow. We're just going to conceal, pull down the product, avoid buildup, Key is to take your time, you're not in a rush. Just take your time for precision, because then also you don't want your brows having jagged end and all that, so just try your best to be as neat as possible. The speed will come with experience. Now I am going to conceal my eyelids. I do this because, as you can see, I have a little bit of discoloration on my eyelids, so this gives me a plain canvas to apply my eyeshadow, and it helps the eyeshadow last longer, and also it helps with the pigmentation of the eyeshadow. It makes it a whole lot better. Also makes it easier for your eyeshadow to blend and stick on nicely. So this is a very important step, and I usually do this with a flat brush because I find that blending sponges tend to suck up all your product and you don't get the same coverage that you're looking for. So I find that a flat brush is more effective in getting the job done here. As you can see here, I've gone in with my flat brush and I'm just blending out throughout the entire eye area.
Turns to sun rays, and on we'll go.
For today's eye makeup look, we're going to be working from one palette, and it's the Novo Lemonade Craze palette. It's a Chinese brand, and I'm absolutely in love with this palette because, as you can see there, the pigment picks up really quick. We're using a yellow shade from this palette right now, and the pigment is great for a palette that was so cheap. It literally costs about maybe $3, and the pigment is great. The eyeshadows blend really good, and they're just beautiful all together. So now we're just going to pack that yellow shade until we're satisfied with the color that we're getting. And as you can see, I'm going in with patting motions, not swiping motions, because when you swipe, it tends to take away the pigment in the eye look. So patting helps you achieve a more seamless, more pigmented look, and it's easier to blend out everything, you know, and faster. So we're just gonna keep packing it on until we're satisfied. Now we're going in with a regular blending brush, and we're taking an orange shade from the same Novo Lemonade Craze palette, and we're blending that into our crease area, and we're going to blend it in with the yellow shadows so we don't have any harsh lines, and so everything comes out seamlessly and flawlessly. And we're going to keep blending that until we're satisfied with the color that we're getting. Now the thing with applying this eyeshadow is you're going to avoid the area directly under your brow. Okay, you're going to avoid your brow bone area, because then it looks weird if you just apply eyeshadow into your brow bone area, and then it's just, yeah. So we're just going to keep it under the brow bone, and we're going to keep blending for the other eye as well. Now we apply most of the eyeshadow product on the outside part of the crease, and then we blend it in lightly to avoid getting too much product in the inner corners, because then it looks really bad. As you can see, I am still patting in the eyeshadow, and then I blend it out towards the end. And then I'm gonna drop some dance moves for you guys. Then we're gonna go in with a darker shade of orange. We're gonna place this exactly where we placed the first orange shade. We're doing this to kind of darken the look, give it some depth and definition, and we're just gonna keep swiping that in, blending it in with the first two eyeshadows that we applied to make sure everything applies properly and blends well together. And then we're going to do so for the other eye as well. As you can see, a little goes a long way. Like I said, these eyeshadows are really pigmented, so you want to go in with a little bit and then build up on it if you feel like you need to. And the key with eyeshadow is to keep blending, blend until you're satisfied, because the more you blend, the better it looks. So definitely blend. Now we're going to go in and create a wing liner. With this, you need a whole lot of patience, and you also need to be really calm to avoid poking around in your eye. And yeah, it takes time and practice, but eventually you get it. And if you don't, well, it doesn't always come out the way it's supposed to, so we just hold our breath and pray to God that it works out. And then I'm just going to bring that eyeliner into my inner corner, and I'm doing this to elongate my eyes a little bit. And then I'm also going to take that same liquid liner and line my waterline. As you can see, eyeliner, no eyeliner, big difference. And we're going to do so for the other eye as well. And there I am, nearly blinding myself. Like I said, it's not an exact science. You just go with the flow. And try to be as neat as you could possibly be, because it can easily get everywhere. Now we're going to go in with some mascara. I am not going to be using lashes for this look because I'm generally not much of a lash person. I find that it makes me sleepy because it's kind of heavy on the eyelids, so it kind of drags your eyelids down, making me sleepy, and I just don't want that. So I'm not going to be using eyelashes for this look, but if you want to, you can go ahead and pop on whatever lashes you want. And then we're going to go in with our highlight concealer, and we're going to put this underneath our eyes, on our forehead, on the bridge of our nose, and on our chin, and also on our cupid's bow. Basically, we're going to put this everywhere we want to highlight, everywhere we want to draw the light to, to illuminate our face. Now we are going to blend out our under eye concealer. And make sure we blend it out properly because we don't want any creases. And yeah, we're just going to blend until we're satisfied with the results. I keep my concealer in that under eye V because I like the shape of my face and I want to maintain it, because if I draw it out too much, it's going to make my face look wider, and I don't want a wide face. We're also going to keep the concealer on our forehead very low because we don't want it too high as well. And then we're going to go in and apply our foundation. We're going to put the foundation everywhere else that we did not put the highlight concealer. This is my method of applying my face products because I have an oily face and it looks best when you do not apply too much product on your face. So instead of going in with foundation and then concealer and then contouring my face, I use my foundation as a contour because I find that it also gives me the same effect that I'm looking for with the contouring. So this is my method of doing things, but you could always, if you're looking for a more full coverage look, you can always go in with your foundation before your concealer and contour. You can do it whatever way suits you, you know. Now we're going to go in with our setting powder. I'm going to have all of these products that I'm using linked in the description box below, because I can't really remember what products I'm using. But anyways, we're going to set everywhere we applied our highlight concealer, and then we're going to go in with our face powder and set everywhere we put the foundation. I personally do not like too much of a cake face, so when I'm setting my face, I usually just blend in the setting powder as opposed to baking. Now I am just reverse contouring my face. What this does is it gives you more of a chiseled kind of look to your face, and basically gives you definition. Now I'm just going in to contour my nose. I'm using my face powder for this as well. Now we're going in with the same face powder, and we're just going to apply that to the cheekbones, my temples, my jawline, and yeah. Now we're just going to go in with my face powder to take off the excess powder on my face and blend that in nicely so we don't have any harsh lines. Once again guys, I'm gonna apologize for the length of this video. I'm still learning how to edit for YouTube. I promise it's gonna get better with time, just bear with me. Now we're gonna go in with some blush to bring some color back to our face that we lost while doing our makeup. So and you want to blend the blush in with the contour to give it a more seamless finish. Now we're gonna go in and highlight our face. For the highlight, we're going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in the shade, I think it's, I'm not sure what the shade is. Like I said, I'm gonna link it down below. Now we're gonna go in and highlight our brow bone area. We're gonna go in and highlight our nose as well. We're going to highlight our inner corners using the same shade of highlight. Now we're gonna go back into the same Lemonade Craze eyeshadow palette that we used on our eyes, and we're gonna take the shade we used on our lid to kind of smudge it under our lash line. Now we're gonna go ahead and apply some mascara. to our lower lash line. And for the final step, we're going to apply some clear lip gloss.
All the choices you made, did you make them again?
I'm more of a lip gloss person. I almost never wear lipstick.
All the lies that you told, did you believe
So yeah.
in them?
Hey guys, so this is the finished look.
Did you make them
I'm just gonna move in a little bit closer for you guys to see. So yes, this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Did you make them again?